If you are Dark Crimson, please do not lie. What's up? It's your
It's
boys,
Dark
Crimson
D.
Z.
What's up, my Dark Crimson Knights?
Man, Dark Crimson Army, we here and we have to talk about the Batman.
Yeah, this is something here we gotta talk about. First off, before we really get into it, let it be known right here and now that this movie is definitely something to watch. But I want to say on here for the record, I still like the Batman Begins all the way through the Dark Knight actor. I like him, but I do love the great edginess that they get in this movie. If you had the guy that did Dark Knight and all sort of stuff with the edginess that they did for Edward and all that stuff, that would be perfect Batman right there.
Now, what about Christopher Nolan's Batman did you like better? Because there is a slight difference.
You mean for the new one, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Edward here. So I don't think about his actual name.
Yeah.
But for this one here, I like because it definitely didn't, like I said, it didn't do the exact same situation or so like it did for the Dark Knight one.
Mm-hmm.
It had to where he didn't give zero fucks about imagery or anything like that. He was focusing on the task at hand with fighting against the criminal villainy and all stuff that's going on in the city.
Yeah.
To get down with the get down. And right now we're not gonna hit the spoiler alert stuff right now. We're gonna just talk about a little bit. This is gonna be the non-spoiler part of the video right now.
Yeah. Now, one thing I noticed and that you pointed out to me was this Batman definitely more aggressive. You know, the Dark Knight's Batman was, more reserved. This Batman, like, I almost had to yell at the screen, like, "Hey, man, he get it, don't kill him."
But like, he was whooping so much ass, and like, he didn't get zero fucks. I was like, damn. I was like, because every aggressive ass punch he was doing, I was like, damn.
Yeah, because granted, like Dark Knight Batman, he did fight, but it was like a quick punch or. He
like it was like it was kind of like on some Jackie Chan shit.
Yeah,
like he was whooping ass, but it was like it wasn't like real aggressive. It was more like self defense kind of thing. But Edward's Batman, man, that dude came in like he was ready to whoop some ass. He came with the smoke.
Yeah, and I like how they showed the Batman legacy because Batman is feared. Like in the Dark Knight movie, the mobsters did their stuff in the day because they were scared to go out at night.
True.
And in the beginning, it captured the Gotham as a character, and you saw like even the guy that robbed the store.
I mean, it showed that from multiple scenarios here. That it showed that when the bat signal is up, nigga, shit's about to go down. We gotta go.
And also, like a lot of people give Batman flack, like, oh, he can't be everywhere at every time, and they conquered that in the beginning too. Because in the beginning, Batman was like, yeah, I have to pick and choose because I can't be everywhere at once.
But that's
the bat symbol kind of helps.
Yeah. But then also too, the fact that he always comes in at night and he be on his little ninja shit and all that stuff, it added more to the fear. That's like, even though I can't be there all at once on some Superman shit, the fear makes them think, the psychological warfare that he does make him think that he may be there lurking in the shadows, like say on some vampire shit, like, you may not see me, but I might be there.
Yeah. and he definitely, this Batman is definitely grounded, and that's what I asked for. I said I don't want no fantasy, I want it to be realistic. And I know people said the Dark Knight was realistic.
Yeah, like it really,
this is like totally realistic.
I get that. That's what I'm saying. Like how they did it for Dark Knight was grounded, but it still had its moments somewhat.
Yeah.
It had moments somewhat of it where it could have been like they kind of pulling some science fiction shit or so in the mix. Only with certain stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, like I said, if I had to choose, I still prefer like the face be the Dark Knight one, but have this edginess or so that Edward had in the movie.
Yeah, and a lot of people were criticizing that we didn't get a lot of Bruce Wayne in this. I do like that because normally he's and remind you, this is year 2 Batman, so he hasn't developed his playboy persona.
Well, that's what I'm saying. that they did this version really different than what most are used to. They're used to him coming off as the playboy face, doing, being the public little figure, so, or he does little donations, do shit for the kid, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Just doing this whole facade. Then at night, then he's sitting here whooping ass, taking names, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But before we jump right into it, for those of you who have not seen Batman, the new one, pause this video right here at 5:30 or 5:35. Watch the movie, come back, because we about to hit the spoiler alert territory right now. So let's give him a minute here.
Now, what did you feel about the Riddler? Because when I was watching it, I was like, how is he the villain? Because at this point, he's doing more than Batman does.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing that was so funny when it came to him, because it was like, how was he able to get all these people in these situations or whatever without ever being seen? Or like at least having somebody see him or whatever,
Yeah.
Being like, wait, I saw that guy right there. He one that was around when what's the name got kidnapped.
Well, he worked with the government.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But I'm saying in order for him to be able to get the right people to get around and all this other stuff and whatnot, he had those connections with the people that had the same type of motive. So it's like he had connections, but at the same time, he used his intellect and gave it to the people, so that was able to be like the foot soldiers, be able to go in without being detected and all this other stuff to get the people. So this movie right here basically made Riddler be that intellectual threat that he was meant to be, instead of being being like a downgraded Joker.
Yeah, I mean, don't do Jim Carrey like that.
That
was wrong.
First of all, I didn't say nothing about Jim Carrey. I said about who he was as a character, because a lot of people don't think Riddler is a threat for the most part, because every reincarnated version of him was always a joke.
Yeah, he redeemed himself in this.
Yeah,
game. So now, do you think he feel like he was better than Heath Ledger's Joker?
Wait, what?
As a villain, do you think he's better than Heath Ledger's Joker?
You talking about from The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, because Joker was like 10 steps ahead while looking behind. Like Joker, like he figured out his riddles like in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, hell nah. If you compare Joker, the Dark Knight Joker, to the new Riddler and such, hell nah.
Yeah.
Joker still will beat that nigga ass and such in all types of ways, because every riddle that was happening, the cops were all puzzled and confused over what happened, and Batman was able to solve his riddles real quick without much thought.
And for those who are wondering, no, Riddler did not find out who Batman was, because I know there's a lot of like back and forth. And here's a clue: he made a note to Bruce Wayne. He wanted to get Bruce Wayne. He wanted to get all the elites. So notice he made a note to Bruce Wayne, but the note to Batman was wrapped in anti-flammable wrappers. So he didn't piece it together.
Nope.
And I like how at the end Bruce Wayne was kind of getting like scared because he kept saying Bruce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's it. That's the thing too. To why I peeped it when I saw it, that it's like, oh, he don't know.
Yeah.
Because he was because he made it to where like Bruce was still a separate person, that he wasn't in the same room. So that's why I was like, oh shit, he don't know. Because man, when he said Bruce, like Batman was looking like nigga, I'm busted. Like, damn.
He looked at that camera and he's like, Lord, if he say something.
Yeah, but no, he literally was just, Riddler literally was just complaining like a hater at Bruce, pretty much. Like, he basically was venting to Batman about Bruce having everything and such, and like how their worlds were so fucking different. How it's like, oh, I'm an orphan, but I had to deal with all these extra ass kids being around here and shit. I ain't getting no fucking presents and shit. I ain't have no warm blanket to live in, but Bruce, oh, Lord forbid, Bruce sitting here, he got his parents killed. He an orphan now, but bitch, he's still on the top of the damn tower.
Yeah.
Got presents and shit for Christmas and all sorts of stuff.
And the funny thing is, it was a whole misunderstanding, because Bruce's dad in a moment of weakness. And see, they did that on purpose. He went to his house on purpose to get close to him. Falcone did.
Oh, right.
And, in a moment of weakness, he ran to Falcone and he was like, "Can you help me? Can you help me?" He didn't think Falcone would off the dude.
Well, no. Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, the funny thing, too, that they did this here different when it came down to Batman so was the fact that his mom was a mental case. Because, for the longest time, I never heard of any of Batman's like parents, like alternate versions where they had like a particular problem. They came in like these upstanding ass power couple, like on some Jay-Z, Beyonce Jay-Z shit. Like they done nothing wrong. They've been upstanding citizens. They nothing they could do, but they changed it up to where it's like, oh, his mom was crazy. Mm-hmm. And they didn't want his dad didn't want the public to know about that and use that against him and all this other shit.
Yeah, and turns out the Riddler's dad was working with I forget the other gangster name. Do you remember?
The Penguin?
Falcone and is it Carmine?
Yeah, I think it was Carmine.
Yeah.
I knew Penguin was in there too, so I thought he had some.
No, because the two big gangsters are the Falcones and. Yeah, but he was working with him, so his dad wasn't squeaky clean either.
No.
And he had him killed, and Bruce was distraught. He was like, "Bro, I told you to handle it."
No, Tom.
No, Bruce's dad.
Yeah, his name's Tom.
Yeah, he was like, I'm distraught. Like, I didn't think you were gonna kill him. I'm going to the cops and I'm telling them everything.
No. Remember, in the movie and such, he said, "I want you to put the fear and God in this motherfucker."
That's not what he said.
Well, not in that exact word, but he pretty much did say that.
No,
put the fear of God in him.
Well, yeah, he did.
Okay, so then why you gonna sit here and say he did say that?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, put my own spin in a bit, but that's pretty much the same thing.
No, that's what Falcone said. He said like.
Okay, so why you gonna sit here and say no? He didn't. Then.
But that's not what he meant though.
He meant to put the fear of God in him, but Falcone said when the
fear didn't work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he took the extra mile and killed him. And that's when he said, "Bro, I didn't mean for you to go and kill him."
And he's
like, I meant scare his ass into not wanting to snitch.
Yeah, and he said, "Now I gotta go to not snitch. Well, yeah, snitch, but he was like, now I gotta snitch.
Yeah,
because we done fucked up." And Falcone said, "Oh no, the hell you don't."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, because he was trying to prevent the reporter or so not from snitching about what's going on and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
and so Tom was going to tell what happened or so because he didn't care about his imagery or whatever. He just didn't want the whole situation about his campaign and and I guess say his mama, that like his wife, that was his main concern of everything else. He wasn't worried about his legacy. He wasn't worried about his imagery and all this other shit. If he had to throw away his campaign opportunity or so to make sure his wife and everything else was okay, he was willing to do it.
Yeah, it
was just a sign of weakness. So in that moment, for that secret moment though, but Falcone was looking like, "Nah, bitch, I got you now."
Yeah, and that's why I said I don't mess with no shady people. Leave them alone. I don't want no favors. I'll work for mine.
Yeah, because I looked at.
Because when you start asking for favors, you got to do favors too.
True, but he been wanted Thomas and so to be in his pocket any damn way.
Yeah.
So he was waiting for that moment of weakness, and so for him to come to him and be like, "Ask me," or so. And the thing about it too, though, I feel like in a way their whole thing should have been evened out because Tom's supposed to have saved his life, so it should have been as a favor for him to help him out in that time of need or whatever. And then after that, it'd be squared.
But you can still hold that over somebody's head.
That's the reason what happened.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, even though he did be him even, that's still saying that I got some dirt on you now. To where if I wanted to, I could bring that up and, if I need you kind of thing.
Now the only thing that was stressing me out about the movie, and this isn't like a bad thing, this is like a personal thing. Like, I remember leaning towards Trenton, our friend, and I was like, how is Riddler the bad guy? Because he cleaning house. Like, he's getting rid of all the evil people. And, like, with those type of people, you just got to, like, you got to snuff them out because they got too much money. Even Falcone said, I'll see you when I get out. Like, they got the lawyers, they got money, so you just
Well, it's not about the lawyers, it's about the amount of dirt that he had on them. Yeah. That's what it was. He had leverage in terms of it. And that later on gained to business, money, and all that stuff because he had money advantage in expulsion.
Yeah, now I'm familiar with the comics. I don't know how familiar you are with the comics, but were you surprised when Selena Kyle, revealed that
Falcone's her daddy?
Yeah.
I was a little shocked because I didn't think they were gonna go in that direction.
Yeah, but that's my favorite version though. Like, yeah.
Why exactly is that your favorite version?
Because it gives her more of a clearer backstory. Like, this is where I come from.
I mean, true. I will admit it is very different than most.
And this is why I am the way I am. No,
I get that, and it's like I said, that does make more sense. It gives her more character. Yeah, it gives her more full character than most black cats. Because black cats, you never understand why they fuck to go bad. Yeah. You try to figure them out. They give you some slick ass, sexual shit or whatever, and then they dip the fuck off.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
And then on top of that, like, it's the way she was talking to him. Like, she said it in the way, like, you never took care of me type stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She definitely gave off the typical black woman type shit. Like, daddy was never there for me. Yeah. And, like, bitch, motherfucker owe me.
Yeah. And it's funny because... a lot of racist people hated that she was Catwoman, but in some of them scenes, she looked white as any white woman I know. So I'm like, with them angles, I was like, hold on, is her white side showing? Like,
I don't know, because to me, she,
and first of all,
she just looked mixed to me.
Yeah, but she's not mixed though, and see, that's the crazy thing about it.
So she's what? She's white or she's what?
She's black.
Okay, so.
Her grandmother, her mom's mixed because I think her mom is mixed with white and black. But Lenny Kravitz is her dad, and I thought she was mixed too. But then I was like, well, Lenny Kravitz is her dad, and then Huxtable is her mom, so she can't be mixed.
I mean, the way she is.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the way she is, like.
She got white somewhere in there, like the grandmother. But she was a pretty good Catwoman. Like, at first, she wasn't my first choice. You know who my first choice was?
Who?
Have you seen Kingsman Secret Service?
Which one?
The first one.
Yeah.
The girl with the legs. She was my first choice because she's a dancer. She looks like a cat, kind of.
Well, okay, hold on a minute. If you're going based on the first one, are you talking about with the girl that was like Iggy's...
with the ice skate legs?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was looking like, I said, wait, the first one had a lot of females in there. So I'm like, which one in particular are you talking about here?
How many one did they have with no legs? Like, I said with the ice skate legs, like...
I got that, but I had to be clear.
Yeah, but Zoe Kravitz is a bigger name. She's more like a foreign actress, so I get why she didn't get it.
Yeah.
And plus, I feel like Zoe Kravitz, like, put off a more... even though this girl looks like a cat, she puts off more of a Catwoman vibe. Plus, she was the runner-up for Christopher Nolan's Catwoman, but she didn't get it because she was too black. In Christopher
Nolan's... That's some bullshit. How you get a person
well, I mean, black? It's not really... because, I mean, it's his vision,
No, I get... like I said, I get it. Again, when directors got visions and shit...
But Anne Hathaway... no disrespect to Anne Hathaway, but that wasn't... I get it, and it fit with his vision, but we only got one butt scene, and it was not that memorable. Like, come on now. Like... and that's the thing, we didn't get no butt scenes with this Catwoman.
Okay.
So hopefully,
like, that's the only thing you freaking complain about. And anything else was that, like,
but other than that, she was perfect.
Like Catwoman didn't get shown up for sexiness.
I mean, she had like a little bit of sexiness, but there was no like objectifying stereotypical.
Well, they ain't the damn focus of the movie, goddamn it.
Like, cause the director of Avengers, he literally wrote in there that it was literally in Scarlett Johansson's contract that she had to have butt scenes.
Damn.
Like literally, like he literally angled the camera. And I
was you talking about wait. You talking about that one particular scene where she
there's literally a 3-minute video of her butt scenes. Don't ask me how I know. But
he looked obviously.
But yeah, but you know, it was good. It was good. She was a good Catwoman. Penguin, the dude, he outdid himself. Colin Farrell, I did not know that was him. Like I didn't.
Honestly, I was surprised that they actually made him look like a regular gangster.
Yeah,
because they always make Penguin look like a weird ass motherfucker. Like he got long ass damn nose and shit. Like he's supposed to look like a humanoid looking penguin.
Yeah.
Like that's the part I thought that was so fucking weird to him. But he just literally just got the name Penguin.
Yeah.
They didn't explain why he got the name Penguin. He just because.
Yeah, well, hopefully they explain some of his backstory with the TV show. I heard it was coming out either this year or next year.
You know how interesting it would be if that nigga actually like got some kind of accident and shit and actually got the little penguin look.
Yeah,
that would be fucking hilarious.
But one thing that I want for the Penguin TV show, not to get off track, but one thing that I want for the Penguin TV show, don't be limited. Like some shows are limited. Like say for instance. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen, well I ain't gonna say it because you haven't seen it, but you know what I mean when TV shows have like, say for instance Sam and Cat.
Yeah.
There was a scene where you had Tori, Jade, Cat, Robbie, and Beck on stage, and then Jeanette McCurdy, Sam, walked on there. And they couldn't afford to get the original cast, so they just had lookalikes all face the wall. And I'm like, really? So hopefully, you know, HBO, they got a little bit of money. They don't be limited.
Look, they should have thought of damn.
If Robert Pattinson needs to reprise his role as Batman, hopefully he can do so.
Well, like I said, we'll just have to wait and see at this point.
Yeah.
But like I said, they did have Riddler do his justice in here. You know, he literally made him a dangerous ass threat. He was psycho.
Yeah.
I said, wow.
He had good intentions, don't get me wrong. Like,
and
I like how we could see his intentions, because I'm like, the dude was literally, he wasn't, did he kill anybody that ain't killed nobody before? Did he kill anybody that didn't deserve to die? So I like how you could kind of see where he was coming from.
He did come off like a misunderstood character in the movie, but at the same time, you know, after you realized what his whole situation was,
yeah, he
still went out his way and said, well, I guess we are on the same page.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody then, like.
Yeah. He literally thought that Batman was gonna be his friend. Batman looked at him like, you thought, like.
Pretty much. He really did. He thought, he was like, bro, I'm the brains, you the muscle. Like, we could be a great team. Like, I thought that's what we was doing. I set out the clues, give you this, the little also stuff, whatnot, to get you all good with the police. You go in, do your thing, whooping ass, and we get rid of all these corrupt people. So let's save the city within, outside, and in. Like, I thought we was doing this together. And then Batman like, nah, chick.
He looked at you like I was, yeah.
Like, boy, you was a psychopath.
Like you read this all wrong. And then he started flipping out. He was like, and I'm like, oh shoot.
You saw I did the side eye. Like, that's how Batman was looking low key. He was like.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Like when Batman told him, "We not together. You a psychopath." He was like, "No." I was like,
It was low key. It was low key. I was like, no. I said like he was his only friend in the world, because he kept saying like, yo, you inspired me, bro. Like, I never knew that doing this was possible until I saw you.
And see, that's another thing. If you notice, he doesn't even go by Batman. He even calls himself Vengeance. But by the end, he realizes that vengeance isn't the way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But see, that's the thing though. He had called himself Vengeance or so at the beginning. Like it was.
I think they only say the word Batman once in the whole 3 hours.
No, they said it more than once.
Twice.
Nah. Well, yeah, I'll say maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
I'll say at least 3 times because I know I heard Batman at least 3 times on that movie.
No,
other than that was Vengeance, Freak, the Bat.
Now let me ask you this: what point in the movie where you was like, okay, we in for some stuff? Because we didn't know whether the movie was gonna be good or not. But
I would say, I mean, I'm gonna be frank, bro. The whole movie was action packed as hell. Now I would say what elevated a little bit more was when the Batmobile first showed up.
I knew before then. Like when I saw his bat suit, the flying bat suit, because I remember the director after I watched the movie, he said I did my studies. And Batman is still in the beginning stage, so the only way he could fly was with the flying squirrel suit.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, this is him when he was just beginning. So
yeah, and when I found out that would actually make sense, because all I wanted is this to be grounded as hell. I didn't want no gadgets that were unrealistic. I mean, yeah, he had the camera contacts, but I'm pretty sure they got those somewhere.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, And when I found that he had the flying squirrel suit, I was like, okay, I hate the Funko Pop, but we here now. We in for some stuff, especially when he busted his ass. I was like, oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, that was the most unexpected shit I saw. I said, oh shit, he really got fucked up on that landing.
Yeah, I was like,
dude got up like, shit.
Yeah, I said he ain't doing no fantasy stuff in this.
Nah, like I thought if anything he was gonna land and just be on like that ninja stuff, be like, yeah, cool, and then just leave. Nah, he really busted his ass. I said, damn, that hurt.
And Trenton, he had a problem with the car, but you have to realize he only been working on the car for 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he did point that out to me or so, and I was like, dude, it's only been 2 years.
Yeah,
like that's pretty much the most he can do at the moment. And I get why he said that, because most of the time in all the Batman versions, he always had the car was always chic. It always was looking awesome as hell. So I get why he said that, but at the same time, it's like, you know, this is the Batman where he wasn't fully submerged in his company, so he didn't necessarily have the technology and all this other stuff at the time for him to do like what he expected. This is where he's basically doing everything on his own at this point.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, do you have anything else to say about the movie? Like any other scenes that struck your interest?
What struck me as my interest though was when it came down to his emotional state with everything.
Yeah.
Because
Robert Pattinson, he made it an actor's choice. He could have bulked up for the movie, but he said in reality, I don't see Bruce Wayne working out. Like he's too busy focusing on solving crimes to hit the gym.
I mean,
so it was an actor's choice to be skinny.
Cause they all made it seem like, yeah, he's out there fighting crime, but on his spare time he does work out. So, but I would say right now
he didn't even eat. Shoot,
I get that, but that's what I'm saying though. Since this is him 2 years into being Batman, he wouldn't have much time or so working out.
Yeah.
Because right now he's trying to focus on solving, you know, the whole crimes and all this other stuff within the city. So yeah, it does make sense for him to just be skinny at this point, have a little bit of muscle on him, but not much.
Yeah.
So that's fine in my opinion. Like this was like 6 years in the mix, then I'd be like, nigga, what you doing?
Right.
I said, boy, I know damn well. Cause I was like, even though his suit bulletproof and all this other stuff, he doing a little kung fu shit or whatever.
It still
doing.
Hurt. Like he still felt that.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely felt the force in it.
Yeah.
But still, it was kind of to me. That's what made it more human. Was the fact it was like, cause every time Batman was always in these situations, he always like he never got hit. He never got touched. He may got like hit a few times or so, but he always like bounce back and get it.
Yeah.
This one here actually was looking like he would get hurt a couple of times in some of the stuff, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah. And what else were you about to say?
Oh, what I was about to say was that the thing I thought that was kind of funny though, that they didn't like put more interest in, was when it came down to Catwoman. When if I, like via her abilities and all this other stuff. Because to
Yeah.
me, it just looked like she was just like parkour and everything.
Well, they wanted to make it realistic, and they did bring out some form of a whip because we don't have her whip just yet.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying though, because like she's supposed to have been, you know, cat-like and all this other stuff. So to me, like she was parkouring or whatever. I mean, she did have a little sharp claw fingernails and all this other shit.
Yeah.
So I guess that was one. But yeah, I was still expecting a little bit more of her, you know, jumping off rooftops, doing some cat-like shit or whatever. At least a little bit.
Yeah, and Falcone, man, I remember him like from Pete from Brother Where Art Thou. Shoot, when I saw him on screen, I almost said, "I am Falcone of Gotham City." Dun, dun, dun. You know, like I was like, they done got Pete out of jail. Like they done got Pete a curl activated. You know what I mean? But yeah, okay, so here's something totally hilarious. Like, before we went to the movie, I told this dude, I said, we've been waiting 2 years. This movie is 3 hours long. Every single movie that I went to, even sometimes before I use the restroom, I still gotta go. So,
Bladder ass nigga.
So I walked in this bitch with an adult diaper.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw
He
that.
thought I was joking.
I thought you bullshit.
I was like, this is a 3 hour, 20-minute movie.
But I did tell you though, I said, yo, you know the movie long as hell and such, yo, make sure you already don't use the bathroom and all this other stuff, bro, because you better not get the fuck up when this damn movie starts.
Now, at the end of the day, I didn't need the diaper. Thank God I went before, but hey, I was like, hey, just in case. Just in case.
I dead ass would have got the hell up if you literally was like, I said this nigga is taking a fucking shit in his goddamn diaper, you bitch. I said, hell nah. I said, nigga, I thought you was gonna take a dump and take you gotta pee.
Well,
bro, you take a dump. I said, you take a dump in your shit. I'm like, bro, I'm dead.
You were like, you done ruined the movie.
I said, you done ruined the movie for me right now. I said, I gotta go back later. I can't even look at the movie now because now I'm picturing your ass literally shitting your damn shit.
Well, I wasn't talking about number 2. I can hold number 2. I mean, I can hold number. Is it number 2? Yeah, I can. I can hold number 2. It was number 1 that I was concerned about.
Yeah, but nigga, if you let number 1 out, number 2 not gonna be that far behind. You have to go too, because like once that go in, you be like, oh shit.
Any case, man.
And I would feel bad for Sean because his head definitely would have said some shit.
Well, I was next to Johan and Trent, so
I mean,
and Trent would have definitely said so.
So you would be like, "You dirty bitch."
All right, but luckily it didn't come to that.
Well, you know been funny as fuck.
What?
Say you took a shit and Batman literally was like, looked at Dad
on the camera,
Dad looked at you like, I would have bust out laughing. I was left the theater. I said, nope, that's it.
Right.
Bye.
I'm
done.
I'm trying to tell you, but yeah, man, like it was a good movie, and at the end, like it was everything that I literally wanted. I don't think I've ever said this about a movie before, but it was perfect in my opinion, 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. And at the ending, we got Mr. J.
Oh yeah, they did give us a little hint in terms of the Joker being there, talking to Riddler and all that stuff. They didn't show his face.
Well, they showed a little bit.
No, well, like I said, they didn't show his face completely. Yeah. They just showed like the top of his head, a little bit of his eyes, and that was it.
Yeah, and I saw his nose too. I was like, is Joker from Whoville? Like, is this the Grinch or something? Like, because he looks like a Who, just in general. Like, he funny looking anyway.
Now, my whole thing here is that would it be funny as hell though if Jim Carrey was Joker?
Right. Yeah.
I really feel like he would be a really good Joker.
Be a good Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
not the Riddler.
Coincidentally, nobody wants that though.
Why?
I don't know. You would think he would be the first person, but the first person that everybody wants is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, I mean, yeah, because he killed his Batman. I mean, killed his Joker in such a Dark Knight. So yeah.
No, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, the one from
Wolf of Wall Street. He was Candy and the Django. What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Wait, you talking about the white boy and said that they was Mr.
Titanic.
No, well that's what I'm saying. You talking about the guy that was Mr. Candy?
Yeah. Everybody wants him, and I get he's a good actor, but really. Well, I guess because he was supposed to be the next Jack Nicholson. Like when he was young in high school, I mean young in Hollywood, everybody said he was the next Jack Nicholson. So
I get that,
from
but
that sense, and he's a good actor. But
well, like I said, to that sense, I get that. But in terms of Joker,
yeah, no,
I can't picture him being that. Honestly, I really can't.
Yeah, and a lot of
I feel like he can't pull off his craziness enough.
Yeah, well, Candy was crazy. Shit.
I mean, but he was crazy in a different way though.
Yeah. And a lot of people want William Dafoe. To me, he's a little old, and he's always William Dafoe.
I mean, yeah.
To me, it would come off as just Green Goblin with face paint, honestly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So I trust the director.
But I mean, like I said, if you had like 3 contenders to be it, like I said, Jim Carrey, the guy we just said for Green Goblin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Robert Williams, but he did.
Yeah, I would have said him too, but you know.
Yeah.
But like I said, those would be the only ones that I could think that would be the ones that could fit Joker for the most part. So, or like I said, if anything, they could at least do the Dark Knight 1.
Yeah. Now they could have got the guy that played Jerome from Gotham, because he did a good job.
Yeah, they could do for him too.
Yeah, but I trust the director. He done not everybody this casting was like fire, so I can't wait to see his Joker. Mm-hmm. Now everybody is saying they want to wait, not Joker to be in the second film, but they want Joker to be in the third film. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they do need to, because this is supposed to be Batman's arch enemy and such. So
he's supposed to be the big bad.
Yeah, like he has to have his own film by himself or whatever. I mean, well, not technically by himself, but it feels like they're doing this as a trilogy. He has to be like that one villain that they're gonna end it with or so. But honestly, with the Joker, they might stretch and do a 4th movie. Honestly,
I feel like they are.
I mean, with Joker, you never can end shit with Joker anyway.
Yeah, nah.
Never in a truest sense for the most part. You got different versions where they will have it to where they finish him off or whatever, but then most of the time he don't always remain dead.
Yeah. Now, say for instance, for the second film, what would you like to see? Me personally, I would like to see Mr. Fox. I would like to see Lucius. No, Lucius Fox. Well, the guy that's over his like finances and technology.
Oh, as a villain?
No, as Lucius, like the guy that's over his like technology shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but who would you want to play for him though?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because I mean, I always did like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I said honestly, just have Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, cause I liked him as Lucius. So, but I would say if they did have somebody to play as him, you can do for Mr. Candy for him.
Yeah.
Like he definitely
fits the theme. Like
yeah, so that'll definitely one person I would say would be good for it for Mr. Fox or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they do like a twist and say they have like Will Smith do it?
That would be cool.
That would be funny.
That would be cool.
That would be very funny.
And he would do it like they would cast him. Yeah.
Because you could like picture Mr. Fox being Will Smith and son. That would be hilarious. Not only, like I said, not only would they bring the comediness into it though, but at the same time, it would show a different side for the most part, yeah, especially for a Batman film.
Yeah, because I can see him saying, "Hold on, you want me to do what now? Y'all Joker's crazy. Now, what else would you like to see in the second Batman?
I mean, let's think villain here. I think if anything, they could do either Mr. Freeze or Bane.
Well, we already seen Bane, but Mr. Freeze.
Well, I mean, Bane was in was it bad? No.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got him already, but give somebody else a chance. But Mr. Freeze.
Oh, Killer Croc.
He's how do you do Killer Croc? This is a grounded Batman. He's too fantasy.
I mean,
yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. Because if you do anybody like Bane, Mr. Freeze, and all sort of shit, that's already hitting the less grounded areas anyway.
Well, Matt Reeves went on record saying that he would like to do Mr. Freeze. It would be a challenge for him, and he doesn't know if he can ground him because freezing is a major part of his.
That's what I'm saying.
His deal.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
that's
how
the reason why
would
I'm
you be
saying
able to ground that? You know?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like most villains that Batman faces is not grounded.
And
so
yeah, exactly. And
it's like rare ones that are grounded.
Yeah, and Trenton was saying Hush, but Hush involves multiple
people.
Multiple villains that we ain't even got yet.
Exactly.
It's the same with Mad Hatter. Yeah, you can touch on child sex trafficking, but again, he hypnotizes people. That's not realistic. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm thinking maybe Scarecrow.
Yeah, you can do Scarecrow because Scarecrow taps in if you want to make it realistic. MK Ultra mind control with LSD.
Because I'll say
instead of the scare serum, you can give them LSD. I mean, they were already taking acid on with them drops in the movie.
Yeah.
So you can just.
So like I said, because I'm trying to think in my head about which villains that Batman deals with that's grounded that they can possibly do.
You know what else? Robert Pattinson said, and it was funny because I don't know if they were because Robert Pattinson said this, and like the cast was like, "Shh, nigga, shut the fuck up." You know, they were like, "Don't say that." But Robert Pattinson was like Court of Owls. Are you familiar with that?
No.
The Court of Owls is like the Gotham version of the Illuminati. Like they're the people that's really running it. And I think that would be number one. That's one of my favorite. That's like one of my favorite like comic books because number one, how do you take down the Illuminati? Like multiple people. You know what I mean? And that might see a Batman Riddler team up because they're pretty strong. Like if you think the gangsters are strong, Court of Owls is 10 times running stuff.
No, I get that, but to me, it's like that's such a big ass like takedown on a movie.
Yeah.
To where it's like
Huge
that probably would take about 3 hours to try to do and all this other stuff, and then also too. I don't picture the whole battle and such involving Gotham either. Because this is the Illuminati. They ain't gonna be in just one location and shit and that's the fuck it.
Well, in the story, the Court of Owls is specifically for Gotham.
Oh, I guess.
Like it's all the like blue buds and rich families from Gotham.
Like I said, I guess, but I don't see that being like a long ass scenario.
Plus, it's the only thing query that I have with it is it's too similar to what we just saw. Like we just saw Batman and Riddler fighting to get their city clean.
And then also too, it was like Riddler was talking about all the corruption or so, not just with cops and everybody else. It was also with the rich families and stuff too. So that's still hitting home with the owl situation too. So
yeah, and also
it's kind of like you're doing a repeat but just different.
Yeah, and we don't need that. And also, the Court of Owls made sense because Batman's family was in the Court of Owls, and they already made a backstory for his family. So yeah.
So it's like you can't add that more into it and such. Just add another layer into it. It's like, bitch, really?
Yeah, but I mean, like, if we do get another Batman Joker movie, I wouldn't be mad at it. But it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge.
I mean...
And a lot of people say, well, how about Penguin? And I'm like, Penguin is good, but I don't think Penguin's a big enough player.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, most players that Batman face against, they always have another villain in the mix to cover their weaknesses into it. So it's like they're really trying to hold back on the Jokerness, so to like the third movie, then they have to do something that involves multiple villains or so. And then, like I said, there's not that many villains that are grounded that you can do for a movie. And so that's what I'm kind of looking like. They will probably have to challenge the whole situation or so in order to them do it, because otherwise you gonna pretty much be running out of ideas at this point to what to
because
do.
the only other person, like, yeah, maybe they can make their own version of Court of Owls, but like you said, it's still too similar to taking down the mafia and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just on a bigger scale.
I mean, because to me, it's like they could. Okay, I feel like maybe they can ground it to a certain degree.
Well,
Like,
the only fantasy in Court of Owls is the talisman, but the Court of Owls is grounded.
no. I'm saying in terms of like other villains, because you want to get somebody that people actually gonna give a shit about. And so if you want to ground it to maybe just the Batman's thing, to the Batman stuff, like how he does shit or whatever, but don't ground the villains themselves. Like, cause that right there.
But that's defeats the whole point of the movie. But it does give the director. If anybody can do it, it can be him.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, cause hold on a minute. They actually can do Ra's al Ghul for the villain or so for the next one if they could.
I mean, we didn't get a backstory for Batman.
Not really, no. So, I mean, the only thing we got really a backstory of was just the whole situation with his family.
And he learned his fighting skills somewhere. Like, he didn't watch Time so yeah. So I mean, that's an idea.
Yeah. So there's one right there for you. I mean, yeah, it's kind of taking something off of the Dark Knight one, but I mean, what the fuck can you do? Like I said, he don't have that many villains that are grounded. So I'm saying,
and the reason why I don't want Joker is because nobody wants Joker as the main villain. They like keep that as the third one. But I will say that or they could do a Joker Riddler team up.
That's still the same thing.
But it's a possibility.
I didn't say it was
with the Riddler's reign and then the Joker's reign combined.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, when you want
Riddler again, though.
But I'm saying though, when you want that as the second film or your third one?
I wouldn't want that as neither. Now that I think about it, like give somebody else a time to shine. Like I'm not a hardcore Batman fan. I'm a mainstream Batman fan, so I don't know the villains he have. Like
I'm telling you right now, what villains he has, and I'm saying most of them are not grounded,
bro. I got an idea and I shot that bitch down right when I had it, because I was gonna say. Ghost. Who was that Ghost dude? He's new. Like he's last year. Like there was
I can tell you that I don't know.
Well, there was a guy, and hear me out. He was exactly like Batman, but the only problem with him is he was basically the Riddler. Like how Batman doesn't kill, he kills.
Okay.
And yeah, that would be like Batman meeting the old, because the story goes he was Batman's old friend in the League of Shadows, and they went their separate way. And the reason why he's coming back to Gotham is he feels like you keep, like Peacemaker said, you keep saving these piece of shit people that should have had a bullet in their ass a long time ago that need to be capped. And so he's like, well, you're not doing a good job saving your city, so let me do it. Now that could be interesting. It's similar to what the Riddler was doing.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good thing or so, and that definitely would have his own kind of like arch villain or so like that in a weird time. Like this is the reverse Batman bullshit.
Yeah, so and you can make money off of it, because in the end he actually agrees, you know what? Yeah, you do got to point Batman. And he goes to another city. Mm-hmm. So you got a TV show as well as a movie. Boom.
I mean, yeah, that will be one.
Yeah.
Hey, look, for hopefully they watching this so and they take some of these ideas here. We give you gold right now, motherfucker.
Give us our coin. I don't want to see this in no movie without our coins.
Like that's like I just now thought about. I said we give these niggas some gold ideas right now. Like.
Right. And let's see what else. But yeah, other than that, like that's the only thing I can really, because I mean we done seen Two-Face. We done seen Two-Face. Poison Ivy could be one.
Yeah, but
like
that's still hitting the
fantasy.
Yeah, that's still fantasy right there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like Two-Face is the only one that's close.
Yeah.
That'd be another one, but it's like he's a villain that you have to be. He has to have some involvement with the Joker in such an order to happen.
Yeah.
Because Joker is the reason why he became Two-Face.
Oh, really? In the comics too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now, what other things would you like?
Now I'm pretty sure there's another reason for it, but most of it belongs to Joker.
Now, what other things would you like to see in Batman? Because I know a lot of people were looking at the dude in the beginning with the half makeup on that was getting initiated into the gang.
Yeah.
A lot of people said that was Robin.
Yeah, no.
Well, I can kind of see it because Batman saved him and scared him straight.
No. I'm thinking of a possible hero, like somebody on his wing kind of thing, but not Robin.
And then also the little white boy that his dad died. People saying that could potentially be Robin.
Nope, because he still has his mama there.
Oh yeah.
Because for Robin, both his damn parents are dead. Same as Bruce. You can't sit here and take one element and think, oh, that's him. No, that's not the same shit. Because you have to worry about like, oh, I adopt a kid, but where the mama not dead. So that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I said to the boy with the half makeup and the little boy. No, they're not Robin. Yeah. I can tell that right now.
Now, what else would you like to see in Batman 2?
I don't know.
Zoe Kravitz's ass, since we didn't see it in this one. It's a rite of passage. It's a comic book movie. I get it's an anti-comic book, but still,
Okay.
But other than that, what would you like to see? What else would you like to see in the second one?
Like I said, I already said ideas about what I could see or so that they could work with or so. Yeah. But other than that, like if they really not trying to go with the grounded level and such, like I said, they could do Killer Croc. Or they could do like Man Bat, like
yeah. Now, as far as like the TV shows concerned, I know we got Gotham GCPD, and then we got the Penguin. Now, one thing that my friend brought to my attention, he would like to see the Penguin have flashbacks to like how he got his start, how he got his name, give a little backstory as well as continue on. What would you like to see in the Penguin and Gotham GCPD?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm even gonna look at the motherfuckers, honestly. Because, like I said, like Penguin is my least favorite character. Like every version I heard of him or seen or so, just sounded like he was like a little bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
like he just
Penguin isn't really. He's more of an anti-villain. Like he's for himself. Like he has helped Batman in the past.
I get that, but like I said, pretty much for the most part, his whole reason to why he does the shit he does just sounds more bitch made than anything else. Because one particular version had to where he was jealous of Bruce Wayne's family and such, like cause his family was one of the richest families around or so, and then like something happened to where they either got broke or some shit, and then that's when the Waynes came in and he was just jealous of his ass and all this other stuff, and that's when it turned his ass to villainy and all this other stuff and all that shit. It was something so bitch made or whatever that was, and then I don't know, they may change it to do something different or whatever though, but that was pretty much one of the reasons.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you have it's been rumored that Catwoman might get her own TV show. Now, would you like to see that, like where she went and what went on where she was?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know how interesting it will really be for her character. So honestly, because most things involving her always involving another hero or another particular villain or so. It's never like her by herself because she's not an irritating character or so to where she can do her shit by herself on her own.
Yeah,
without having at least having some kind of mainstream hero or so or villain in her shit.
Yeah. Now, what do you not want to see in Batman 2? Besides the Joker being the main villain.
Like I said, I don't know. I don't know really what to expect even from this movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to really expect or so in the next one.
Yeah.
I would just say, if I had to say one to pick of, I would say I don't want to see him having this like gloomy ass, sad ass facade or so when he's being himself as Bruce Wayne. Because it sounds so self destructive.
Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see him get his Playboy.
Yeah, because I feel like that's a little bit more entertaining in my opinion than the whole "it's so woe is me."
Yeah, like progress.
Yeah, like he looking like, boy, you looking like you about to do some dark ass poetry with your damn makeup on and shit.
Yeah,
gothic.
And a lot of people talk about Batman's makeup, but he's had makeup on in every movie. They just never showed it until this.
No, I know, but he just looked like a gothic Batman.
Yeah,
looking like he about to go to a bar and be singing some bullshit ass poetry and shit.
Right.
And everybody going all type shit. Like,
right. But anyways, that's it for our review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications.
Share with your friends.
Comment. You know.
If anything else, like I said, hit the subscribe button. So hit the like button. Like
ring the bell.
Ring the bell. So you guys will get notified for every single time we post a new video out. But until next time, y'all, it's your boys,
Dark,
Crimson,
D,
Z.
We out.
Laters.